G'day fellas and welcome to a casted game. Spawning up in the north of the map, we've got BCQT gonna be playing those wonderful Mongols for us today. Starting off with an Uvu, gonna be heading over there and chopping down that tree you can see so close to his town center. Unfortunately, no gold mine too close to his town center. So gonna be quite the walk for him to actually find that. He might spot this gold mine up towards the north, but we'll have to see how he plays it out. The map, of course, is high view. You'll see plenty of stealth forests out and about on the map. But speaking of out and about on the map, Vortex is the player on the other side of the map, the southwest side of the map. He spawns in, also playing the Mongols, and take a look how beautiful this spawn is for him, right next to a gold mine. And this sort of thing can be the real difference between winning and losing in these games, because it means that Vortex has flexibility in his strategy. He can choose what he wants to do. If he wants to go early gold, he can do that. If he wants to tower rush, he can potentially do that as well. Whereas Beastie is beelined, or is forced to do one specific strategy. And the reason why is because of how far away his gold is. He's going to need to secure up that gold. So if he goes and places a Gur out here, he's going to need to actually defend it. So if he does that, it means that he's going to be susceptible. So he needs to ideally put on the pressure nice and early, and that's exactly what he is doing. Already dropping down that stable on the Gur, or rather on the Uvu. Going to be looking to get those nice double scouts out early and secure up plenty of those sheep, and potentially even put it on a bit of hurt towards his opponent. Vortex, by the same token, going to scout that out from his opponent. Already got the stable coming down, has got it within the influence of the Uvu as well, and is looking to get some more scouts out himself. Now, one of the things to talk about is this is part of the Winter Series, the EGC TV Winter Series. The winner of this series will go on through to the finals. Now, the finals, I think it will be the final 4 players, so you would have seen that there's already been one series that we've posted on the channel, Viper versus Don Artie. You guys know I'm a big fan of Don Artie, and I'm not going to spoil that result, so if you haven't watched it already, make sure you go check that one out. But if you're interested in seeing more of this action, what I would encourage you to do, join the EGC TV Discord. They run events like this all the time, and yeah, it's almost like a weekly thing at the moment. So I think this event's probably about $2,000 worth. I'm not sure exactly how much it is, but the Winter Series, it's quite a fair bit, and this is the second Winter Series that I think they're doing, so quite a few coming out for them. But speaking of a few, we've got the scouts now going to be coming out here for Vortex, looking to chase away Beastie. You can see that he did already have his Uvu up, and was looking to apply some pressure on here, but not going to find too much luck. Now you can see he's actually gathering up the gold, looking to age up himself, and both players definitely going to be looking towards a professional scout opening, I would only imagine. With this many scouts, it just makes sense to do it. It's a very natural progression to go from like early scout aggression into professional scout. So it just makes sense. But we'll check in with Beastie. We'll see exactly what he's up to. Now, I did mention earlier he would need to get this Gur out, and that's exactly what he's done. Now, his opponent, Vortex, has spotted this, and Vortex is notorious for his harassment of villagers, and I wouldn't be surprised if he brings all men forward, and women, because that's the kind of guy Vortex is, and looks to harass these villagers on gold. He'll be able to scout this out and see, well, hold on a minute, this gold still needs another 60 gold taken out of here. He's only got 2 villagers out here. We're going to be able to do some damage. You can see he's actually bringing in the second scout here, so going to be looking to team up. I wouldn't be surprised to see more scouts potentially coming out here and looking to punish this forward gold. I think it's a great decision for him, but now looking to move forward as well. You can see all those reinforcing scouts coming out. He's got 40 gold left, and we actually see double horsemen going to be coming out from Beastie here. So Vortex has forced these horsemen out because he knows that his gold mine is on the front, and it's so susceptible. But interestingly, might get a little bit of a wolf drop there. Doesn't look like it's going to come through. Got to be careful now not to lose that scout. Manages to get out, so Vortex is going to be able to run away. It is going to get chased down by the Khan, and the horsemen are going to do their best to try and poke it down, but unfortunately, it looks like a little bit of a block comes in, and now they're going to be heading down towards the Uvu of Vortex, but Vortex now clicking up to the next age. Deer Stones is going to be the name of the game. Going to be dropping down an outpost as well on this Uvu, just to try and defend it. Obviously appreciates that there is quite a big mass here of cavalry out by his enemy, 9 units. So looking to siege this down nice and quick, but going to be able to get inside that outpost and really look to put the herd on. You can see it actually managed to fire off a couple of arrows, but he doesn't have it close enough to the Uvu, so he's potentially going to be losing it. So Beastie doing a nice job here, managing to get the age up in behind this as well. Both players going for the deer stones, no surprises there. And now a couple villagers coming out to heal up this Uvu. Couple potentially going to get picked off here. 2 more shots, never mind, they did not get through, but just doing a great little job of healing up here. Now keep in mind, he's got the 3 villagers inside, so technically going idle for a little bit here, but Beastie definitely doing a great job in putting the pressure on early. We'll check in with the players and see how far along they're progressed. You can see that Vortex and Beastie both aging up. Vortex a little bit ahead of his opponent. Got plenty of resources in the bank, is going to be able to research professional scouts, but he's going to need a GUR if he wants to do it, and it doesn't look like he's got one. I don't think there's anywhere else he can research it from. You never know when it comes to these Uvus and the outposts. There's so many different things that you can get in here. GUR going to be coming down now for him, so it looks like it might be a little bit of a late professional scouts here from Vortex. You can see the delay. I feel like he almost has forgotten it, because the professional scouts themselves, I think they're going to cost 75 wood. But we'll tune in over with Beastie, see how he is doing and whether he's looking to do something similar. A lot of villagers on gold, so definitely indicative of a potential fast castle strategy. The other alternative is that he's just looking to secure up that gold, so probably wanting to get out, 600 gold, just keep it stockpiled back there, but we'll have to see exactly how he looks to play it. Scout's going to be moving forward here, going to be able to get on top of that Khan, but not really apply too much damage. But now we continue to watch as the horsemen now are going to be able to put on some nice damage here towards the villagers, potentially going to be able to get a pick here, managing to escape, but that villager may potentially go down. The Khan looks like it's definitely going to be going down. Trades out a Khan for a villager. Look, it's not a terrible trade, but I'll be honest with you, I would rather be trading out my Khan any day for a villager of my opponent's. So nice little pick up there. We do have the GUR on the gold mine, which is now going to be researching those professional scouts, so you can see them coming in from his opponent as well. So we're checking with Vortex. You can see just how much further ahead he is. He's got 30 seconds, 28, 27, 26, so he's about 30 seconds ahead of his opponent, which is going to give him a nice little opening here, because one of the things to note is that obviously you can go for your own deer patches, which is obviously in these Mongol mirrors definitely a more favored option, but you can always also go for your enemies patches of deer, and that's potentially something that we might see Beastie look to do here. So we'll have to pay attention, see how he looks to play it. But more horsemen now going to be coming out as well for Vortex. Vortex looking to try and hold on to this hunt. It looks like now he's going to be able to allocate those deer onto each of the scouts. And now we've got ourselves a little bit of a battle coming in as the reinforcing horsemen, and there's just so much cavalry coming out from these players. You can see slowly but steadily beginning to round up those deer. Now going to be forcing back all of the scouts back towards this back towards the town center, but not managing to pick up a whole lot of them. It looks like there's 2, 3, 4 carcasses that are out here. A 5th one going to be going down here potentially as well. So Beastie might be getting a little victory here. Definitely looks like he has turned on beast mode, but now going to be falling back. You can see all those horsemen looking to chase him out. More horsemen coming out. Definitely seems to be a horseman meta, but now Beastie getting a nice connection over towards the west, just north of his opponent's base. Vortex looking to clean it up, but Beastie going to be very happy with that. He's got 7 scouts here. Out of those 7 scouts, it looks like 5 of them are going to be walking away with deers on their back, so a nice little victory there for Beastie. He obviously does have his own deer in the middle of the map, which is going to be a little bit more difficult for him. He's also got a far away deer patch out here. A lot of his resources are very far away from his main town center because he's just had to move so far back towards his tree line. Ideally, he could have come to this position, but he did decide to go right back next to the stone camp, or the stone outcropping, just to get his hands on that Uvu. But now going to be moving the deer stones up, getting that in a nice position, and both players looking to age up to the next age. So you can see that there's plenty of resources in the bank for both of them. But definitely at this point in time, Beastie is a lot closer, and I would say at this point is leading quite significantly, just on the basis that he did pick up those early deer. So curious to see how Vortex is going to be able to pull himself back from this one. But now it looks like Vortex going to be looking to engage upon his opponent, and now going to be blowing off that attack, or rather that movement speed arrow, chasing them away, and so many horsemen coming out at this point. Interestingly, no spears coming out for either player. Vortex now going to be looking to secure up a hunt of his opponent. Attack speed is the arrow that comes off now for Beastie, so Beastie looking to do the same thing, but now going to be looking to chase down a couple of scouts. You can just see how many scouts are out here for both of these players. Plenty of scouts out, but a huge mass now coming forward for Beastie as well, and Beastie going to have to fall back at this position, going to be able to age up to the next age. and going to be going up with the step redoubt. There it comes down now. 7 villagers on that one. Got to be careful, it's a little bit far forward, but definitely seems like he's got the mass at the moment. Looks like the majority of those deer do come through, so at this point in time, it definitely seems like it's a little bit balanced, but Beastie obviously got the advantage. At this point, we see that the eagle going off into the air. Vortex going to be providing line of sight for the duration of that little falcon, or what is it? The falcon, I think. Scouting falcon? Yeah, scouting falcon. So plenty of scouts. You can see 11 scouts out at the moment for Vortex, so he is absolutely loving life. Vortex, on the other hand, only has, it appears to just be a single deer carcass that remained on this hunt. So definitely not a super good investment, a super good investment there for Beastie. But Vortex now going to be clicking up, going up with the step redoubt himself right underneath the town center as well. So nice and safe. That one's not going to be idled at all. But very curious way that these guys are playing. I wouldn't be surprised if we just see full Lancers coming in, but Vortex going to be scouting out his opponent here. It looks like these scouts could potentially be going down for the town center. I wouldn't be surprised to see that. There's all the carcasses here. This could be it. He could be looking to take out a huge amount of these. All the villagers going to be getting inside, and he's just going to look to actually pick up all of the carcasses of the deers. You can see just how many he's going to be able to pick up here, just taking them all away and say, you know what? I've got plenty of scouts. I'm not even fussed, mate. And how many does he actually steal? He steals so freaking many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carcasses from his opponent right now, and he's going to look to try and counter that right now. Beastie is, as he heads up towards the north and regain control, but at the end of the day, it's just such a great little victory there for Vortex because he's taken out so much potential tempo from his opponent. You can see we can't actually click on the deer carcasses and count them up, but I would suspect that there's probably less than 6 or 7 remaining. You can just see that the villagers really don't have a lot of options to choose from when it comes to that, so the scout's going to be feeling very good. The deer carcass is going to be going down, at least one of them does, and finding a second deer over here, so he's definitely not going out empty-handed. Third one going to be going down and dropping that deer as well. Khan managing to get that one out alive, but superior mobility now coming in for Beastie, so could look to potentially push this one out. Does have the prayer tent, so could begin moving around the map. We do see players do that with the prayer tent. They'll take the prayer tent and the shaman out across the map, but now it seems like a little bit of musical chairs going on as the step redoubt tries to find a new home. Oh gosh, it's so frustrating, isn't it? Oh god, you hate it. I can see Beastie just pulling his hair out right now watching that happen. That's frustrating. He's got 3 villagers sitting idle in this. Okay, he's managed to work that one out. But we'll tune in with his opponent, Vortex. We'll see what he's up to, where he's at. He's got the 3 stables, so players really maximizing the cavalry in this matchup here. And Vortex having a great time here, so going to be adding in, that's 3 Lancers at this point in time, and just continuing to add more and more behind this. He's got 13 villagers on gold. Got to be careful with this one here, so you can see the villagers are dropping this off at the town center. You want to avoid that, so it becomes a little bit awkward because you have to technically move the town center away from the gold mine. It's kind of suffering from success. If you guys have seen that meme, like the DJ colored stuff, like your town center is so close to your gold, it becomes an issue because ideally all your villagers should be dropping it off at the step redoubt. So yeah, a little bit of suffering right there for success, but Beastie definitely going to be in a similar position eventually, I would hope, as he looks to expand out. But now we see those Lancers beginning to move across the map. How many units, or what have we got coming out here? We've got actual triple spears coming out here. I like this switch from Beastie, but the question is as to whether it's going to come late enough or early enough, and it really comes down to map spawn here. So we talked about this. This is where the vulnerability lies throughout the game, because there's 5 Lancers now going to be coming out. Beastie's looking to defend and hold onto this position. Now keep in mind he's going for spears behind this, and you can see the Lancers are inside the base of Beastie. They are being very, very frustrating. No, only got the +1 attack, or +1 melee armor, but at the same time on the front line, it looks like Beastie's having his attention divided at this point by Vortex. Vortex doing a great job. Beastie got a massive score lead, but once again, he's playing Mongols. Ignore it. It's something to do with moving the buildings, but now triple racks still up. No veterancy coming through just yet. He needs to get more spears out. That's really what he needs to do, and you guys know exactly what the issue is going to be. The issue is that he just doesn't have enough food here for himself. He knows that he's only got a handful of carcasses left, and now going to be coming in. The Lancers on the front line are going to be able to pick off a huge amount of units here. The spears are out. Men-at-arms are going to be here as well, forcing the villagers to be idle. BC does have 900 gold in the queue, so he definitely doesn't lose a huge amount from being out here. 5 scouts inside this outpost going to be trying to hold on, but you can just see the overwhelming numbers coming out from Vortex here and demonstrating that when it comes to these Mongol mirrors, you really just got to go for Lancers. Look at the number advantage that he's got here. It's massive. He's got more Lancers than his opponent has got spears at this point. And the question is, how do you react to that? More Lancers continuing under the town center. It looks like good game gets called. Beastie taps out in this best of 3 series. If you're looking forward to seeing the next one, make sure you check it because it's going to be the next video uploaded to this channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.